Hey.
Check, check.
Yep, got you there.
All right. Hey, everyone. So we got a new camera showing the scoreboard and the time.
I see that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys at home see this way better than we do. It's kind of at a distance, but thanks, Pat, for working that out for us.
Pat hooked us up on this
we'll
one.
see how that goes. You'll be able to see a little bit of everything up there. We're kind of far away from the scoreboard, but that should work. We don't have to say the time all throughout.
I'd say it looks pretty good so far.
So good.
Yeah, technology is a great thing.
Yeah, I'd say welcome back, but I guess we had a game last week since Christmas.
It's still a little bit of a welcome back, considering.
Kinda, yeah. So
we went through a weekend without a hockey
yeah,
game.
we did. Having Fremont too. I mean, it was a kind of a warm up here. We should get a little better game than that. That was what, an 8-1, and I would have JV. Well, I take that back. JV game was a little rough there, wasn't it?
JV won, but
it was in a shootout.
Although I've been told this week JV had some very good practices.
I hope so. But I'd say in fairness, really that Fremont team had played a game before then. So yeah, I hope they had some good practices.
Yeah.
That
Fremont, they had at least that week. I think I heard they had 2 practices. We hadn't had any in 2 weeks. So
and it showed.
Yeah.
It showed.
Good for them. Good for them.
Yep. So anyhows, I'm not sure where we're at in the standings. Haven't looked in a while with this Lincoln team. I know in varsity they're right behind us, but we'll have to look it up here as we go.
All right. Well,
as I pull my phone out, at some point we got a lot of game left. It'll be all right.
Boys getting last bit of information from Coach Groon. We're about to start.
Yeah, I don't know if we got some shortages. I've heard rumor that we may only have 4 defensemen tonight. Is that a true statement?
From what I've heard, now unless they've made some changes.
Okay.
We'll see as Vaughn Stonebreaker on D come out right now.
Okay.
Which is an odd couple at this point compared to what we've seen the rest of the season.
True.
Not that it's necessarily a bad thing, but starting off, it looks like we're going to have Elkins, Froloff, and Krinklaw come out.
All right, yeah, I'm just looking at the bench. I know we still have Wynn is injured.
Yep.
Brody is Pruss is back, so that'll give us there, and Lee. So I do see you're right. Preble's there, so I see at least 5 defensemen, and it depends of Roeder which way he's playing tonight. So
looks like they got Lee though on a forwards position.
Well, you're right. He has moved over, isn't he? So maybe we're missing some forwards. So we'll see how this game goes. I suppose maybe making some changes.
Yep. As the puck goes over to the far side, Krinklaw trying to get it out. Still in the neutral zone, picked up by Vaughn. Vaughn passes it over to Stonebreaker. A little back and forth as it goes against the wall. Vaughn trying to clear it, gets it cleared, picked up by Lincoln, brings it over to the near side. Back trying to bring it into Omaha territory, buries it behind the net, goes over to the far side. Lincoln trying to pick it up. Lincoln player takes a shot, deflected. Puck still loose, comes over to the near side. Looks like it's going to be picked up by Omaha. Elkins brings it out of the territory, but grabbed by Stonebreaker and takes it over to the far side. Krinklaw grabs it and takes it. Buried on the board, picked up by Lincoln. Puck over, change of line. It's Bruce going after it now. And icing called on Lincoln.
Well, there we go. As I'm looking here to see for JV. Yeah, this is going to be a tough game. So this Lincoln JV team sitting at 15-2 in 3rd place right now with 30 points. So not an easy way to come back into, having a little bit of a break in a tough game against Fremont as we're sitting at 13-6, currently sitting in 5th. So remember, we're cut out for us tonight.
Change on line.
Oh, well, there you go.
Snuck one in. Did that go off the back?
I don't know.
So we're going to, or I'll yell it. Go Omaha. Replay. Well, we don't have the.
No,
I got spoiled there. I was looking for it. Right off his helmet.
Off his face. There we
go.
Off
the face of the goaltender and back into the net. And Omaha goes ahead 1-0.
There you go. I don't know if Morgan is the one that went through the front of the line, so I believe he's the one that got the goal.
So Bobby Lee is definitely playing forward right now.
There we go. I'm assuming because we're missing a player there. We're missing a few players, it looks like. So
yeah, Cutler's not
here.
Definitely seeing that, but so some changes as it goes forward. Morgan trying to get that one on the far side. Takes it back over into Lincoln territory. He's got 2 men on him. Getting some assistance from Busher. Kicks it over to the near side. Bobby Lee taking a shot. Puck goes high. Back over to the far corner. Lincoln trying to clear it. Bruce almost getting a hold of that, but good back check there by Morgan. Preble comes in on D. Bruce got hit on that one. Should have gotten a call on that, but as it comes over to the near side, Lee trying to hold it in play on the Lincoln territory. Lincoln taking it back over in Omaha, over to the far side. Bruce running some interference as it comes over to the near side. Lincoln holding on to it. Puck goes high, back over to the far corner. Barron trying to get a hold of it. Lincoln up top. Shot. Deflected to the far side. Lincoln holding on to it again. Shot deflected over to the near side. I should have mentioned earlier that Williams is in net today.
He is.
Yep.
Yes.
As Omaha clears it, Lincoln couldn't hold on to it as it goes to their territory. They're going to take it back behind the net over to the far side. Back over to neutral territory.
Ooh.
Held on as Omaha taking it back over. Zach going after it. Deflected back. Lincoln clears it. As Barron trying to go. Vaughn kicks it back into Lincoln territory. Lincoln holds on. Oh, nope.
Yeah.
I thought he touched it, but maybe
yeah,
not.
Looks like it might have got through. We do have 3 officials on the ice tonight, but you never know what you get in Lincoln sometimes. So far so good. Yeah, you've seen just kind of letting things go a little bit. Nothing major though, so okay, that's all right. Let them play it out. Yeah, like I said, Williams and Ned. I think we'll see D'Augusto later today. So we'll get 2 guys that didn't get to. Well, did Williams play? Williams did play in Fremont as well, didn't he? So
He did. Now, from what I've heard, Alfieri does have an injury.
He did have an injury, so that was why he
wish
wasn't
him the
playing.
best. He did show up tonight, which we'd like to see, and
Good.
helping to keep stats. But I heard I think it was a groin injury, so
Oh,
hopefully
okay.
a quick recovery for him.
All right, well, that's why you have 2 goalies for each. 4 guys that can play. So Samard played the last week at Fremont, so that's good that both guys will get a little bit of time in before we have more games this weekend.
Stonebreaker trying to clear it, does. Goes back over neutral territory and picked up by Lincoln. Lincoln brings it back over to Omaha side. Stonebreaker trying to run. Is it poke check and it's stopped by Williams. Great block by Williams on that one. Picked up though by Lincoln. Lincoln trying to go in front of the net. Deflected by Williams again. Goes over to the far side.
No.
Barron clears it. As it goes back over neutral. Lincoln grabs it again. Stopped by Vaughn. Going after it. Deflects back into Lincoln territory, but just over the blue line. Lincoln stops it. Comes over to the near side. As Samart trying to get a hold of it now. And Bianchetti in. As is Sidoric. So Omaha got a full change on the front.
Yeah, the coaches there didn't like to hit in front of the benches. There was a change, but the puck was there, so I'm not sure why there was a. Bianchetti put a shoulder into his man.
Push that puck over to the far side corner. Samart trying to stop it, but couldn't quite hold on to it as Lincoln taking it back over. Preble battling that one over the blue line, clears it.
Ooh, and out of play. Onto the bench.
And yes.
Well, we've seen from this shift change is good because, like I said, Bianchetti's trying to mix things up. I like to see that, get his body in there a little bit. The shift before, we had a couple guys there just grabbing a puck and just throwing it down the ice when they got 10 feet in front of them. You want to see guys get their head up, look around, skate up the ice, and at least get to the red line, if nothing else. So hopefully Coach Grön will square that away.
Good win by Omaha on the face-off as Samar takes it over to the near corner of Lincoln. Picked up by Bianchetti, sends it over to the far side, but Lincoln steals it back. Stopped right away by Bruce, but Lincoln grabs that one. Still hasn't been able to clear as it comes over to the near side. And a hit by Bianchetti.
Good. That was a clean hit.
Clean hit, but man, he leveled it.
Yes, he did.
Good hit by Bianchetti. Bruce trying to send it over to Sidoric. Still over the blue line, a little back and forth. Did he call it?
Yeah, it was offside.
Okay.
Sidoric was actually, when he shot it in, he was inside it when it hit him. So that's a good call. Good positioning there by the refs. We'll give him credit where credit due, I suppose.
I guess.
A couple little hits after the play, but once again, nothing major.
Nope.
Let him play until it starts getting out of hand, right?
10:40 left in the first period. Puck drop. Frolov trying to get a hold of it. Sends it over to the far side. Corner back behind the net of Lincoln. Over to the near. Ooh! Krinklaw bit it hard on that one.
Yeah, that was all him too. Hope he's all right.
No call, but he's slow to get up on this one.
He didn't. He wasn't touched. He went down on his own. I think he just lost an edge.
Yeah, I think so. He's slow to get up, but he's up. I'm glad to see
he's
that.
Up. All right, good.
He hit that wall hard.
Yeah, he was flat when he hit it, so that's good, but I'm sure that still doesn't feel very good.
No. Frolov trying to hold on to it, goes into the far side. Got 2 men on, getting some help. Zelkins coming in to try to push the puck out in the corner. Stopped by Bruce, trying to send it back, but Lincoln holds on to it and clears it. Grabbed by Pruce at the red line. Sends that back over at the goaltender, who has to stop that one. Gives it off to one of his defenders. Sends it over to the near. Crinklaw trying to get a hold of it. Well, the good news is he's not looking like he's
No, he looks like he
winded or
shook it
anything.
right.
So
He shook it right off.
Yep.
Good for him.
Ooh, Ice Monster got Frohoff on that one. Puck on the near side.
Glad these guys are flexible because that looked painful here up here. Goodness.
Deflected. Lincoln takes a shot. Deflected again by Williams to the far side. Lincoln trying to send it off. Omaha able to clear it. Lincoln grabs it though right away at the red line. Trying to send that one into their own territory. Lincoln tried to set something up. Comes over to the near side. It should be.
That was a long way to go to get an icing because, well, they were past the middle of the ice to start with, and they back it all the way in their own. And it's a good setup, actually, for Lincoln to pull it back, reset. But you get a lot of guys, you'll watch along the boards, is why they went to icing. Guys just standing there. Even if they're standing there, you really should hit them, right?
Yep.
He completely misses the pass. But, yeah, you got a lot of guys. You want to do that maybe to open something up, get guys moving, find somebody in the middle. But, man, that's just a bad pass.
Looks like Lee's going to take the drop as it comes over to the near side. Lincoln getting a hold of it. Stonebreaker almost got his stick on it. Comes over to the near side. Back over to the far. Vaughn going after it as it goes over to the far side. Morgan gets it, takes it out. Oh, trying to get past one, but still's going into Lincoln territory. Nope, back over as it comes over to the near. Held on by Stonebreaker. Koa sends it over to the far side to Vaughn. Vaughn sends one high, arcing. Goes back over. Morgan gets a hold of it. Stopped by Lee and sends that one to the corner. Omaha takes a shot. Go behind the net. Over to the near side.
Ooh, good set.
Stopped again. Great. I don't know if that was stick or skate by
It was
Stonebreaker.
a skate by Stonebreaker. They just got it on it.
Great stop as he stretched out that one and stopped it. So it goes over the far side, and a hit by Vaughn sends it over to the far side, picked up by Busher, who sends it over to the near side to Stonebreaker. Send that to Morgan. Morgan clears it. Lincoln getting in their own territory. Back to the far. Held on as it comes over. Neutral. Deflected by Barron. Picked up by Stonebreaker. Sends it back over. Cleared. Picked up by Lincoln on the far. Neutral. Goes back in Omaha. Deflected by Williams to the far corner. Hit by Lincoln on Zach, but sends it over to the near side. Omaha clears it again. Picked up by Lincoln.
Much better play there by Barron. Got his head up. You can see him look and just pushed it forward to get it to his man and get out of the zone. Like I
Clear.
said, I'm sure, like I said before, like Coach Green maybe have to talk to some of these guys and say, hey, get your head up. That was just a good example of it right there.
There, absolutely. Puck deflected over to the far side. Roeder going after it. Picked up by Lincoln in their own territory. Sends it back over to Omaha territory. Goes into the near corner of Omaha. Preble going after it now.
Ooh.
Stopped and covered by Williams.
Oh, good setup. Yeah, it looked like our guys almost got pulled away thinking that was going around and left it right open for one of the Lincoln players to get a shot. Good awareness there by Williams to slide back in and cover the post.
Zach going to take drop on this one. Joined by Barron. Roeder. Puck comes over to the near side. Lincoln takes a shot, deflected by Williams to the far. Barron trying to get a hold of it. Puck gets cleared inadvertently by Lincoln. Lincoln picks it up, sends it over on the far side. Sends it back into Omaha territory. I don't know if we touched that one or not, but I would have almost thought that was icing.
Yeah, I didn't see where they...
He passed it behind the red line, but puck behind the net. Good job by Williams. As it goes over, up top, sends it back over to the point man, goes over to the near side corner. Omaha clears it. Nope, check that. Lincoln gets it. And a hit behind by Lincoln to Preble, but no call as it comes over to the near side. Preble battling that one in the corner, getting some help as it goes in front of the net. And stop and cover. Nope, stopped by Williams, deflected to the far corner. Great job by Williams on that one as it comes over to the near side of Omaha. Picked up by the point man, takes a shot wide, but stopped as his gloves out. And Omaha clearing the lane. Oh, it's starting to get a little chippy now.
Well, there was a couple of really nice saves there by Williams. You had you got a defenseman in front of you, you got a forward in the slot, but you're letting a guy walk right in. Once again, that forward's really got to face up that man and make sure he doesn't get those shots on, because really a good pad save and a second save on the opposite side off the rebound. You're fortunate that Williams was aware and made nice plays. Goodness.
Puck deflected over to the far side, picked up by the point man of Lincoln. Deflected. There's been Williams has done a great job deflecting a lot of those plays.
Absolutely.
So he's on top of it right now.
He's trying to put him back down into the corners.
Omaha goes for a shot. Oh, great passing there as it goes to the far side. Omaha keeping in play, comes over to the near side corner of Lincoln. Bianchetti going after it with a hit. Puck still in the corner. Picked up by Lincoln. Looks like they're going to clear it. They do. Comes over to the near side. Stopped with a good back check there. I think Bianchetti kicked it back
Smart.
in.
Big
Smart
hit.
knocked him out.
Hello.
Smart. Oh, picked up. Somebody. Anyway. Puck goes back behind the Omaha net. Picked up by Stonebreaker. Stonebreaker to the far.
Oh, not there.
Ooh, couldn't quite get that pass off he wanted. Stop by Lincoln. Still in front of the net, loose.
Good.
Stop by Williams multiple times on that one as it goes to the far side. Still stop.
Wow.
I mean,
We're all over. Penalty coming.
ooh, that should be some boarding on that one.
I think that was a good hit. It should be a play against Lincoln. It looked like a trip because they were the first one to touch it. I didn't see the trip. I saw a guy go down, but
Tripping.
trip
Yeah,
is
absolutely. Yep.
is the call. There we go. After all that, we really need a power play because, my goodness, we're on our heels right now. If it hadn't been for Williams, it probably could be a 3 or 4 to 1 game as Lincoln's just zipping them along right now. I have to look and see what the shots look like after this period, but goodness. I believe they're pretty darn in favor of Lincoln.
Lincoln should be, spend more time in Omaha's side at this point.
Yeah.
Omaha on the power play. Busher going to take the drop, sends it up top. Stoneberger sends it over to the near corner. Over to the far side, picked up by Pruce. Pruce kicking it back to Stonebreaker.
Oh,
Stonebreaker.
Oh, goodness.
Ooh, pushed that the wrong way as it goes back over. Lincoln trying to take a shot.
Ooh, just wide.
Over to the near side corner of Omaha. Omaha fortunate on that one.
Yeah, just like a hustle, really, now our guys. You see Stonebreaker's the only guy trying to get back, but he's kind of behind the play, and nobody really coming back to help him very quick.
Crinklaw getting it out to Pruce. Pruce trying to send it off. Still held on the boards. Right in front of the Omaha bench as it goes over. Lincoln picks it up in their territory. Try to send one high. Over to the far side corner. Stonebreaker there to get it.
So 1:20 left in the power play here. Now you can maybe see it on, I'm not sure how easy it is to see up there. A trip there, nothing called.
I don't know if he got tripped or that was an ice monster.
I could have been either. It was a chop at the puck and
It
he went
looked
down,
like
but
either.
It could have been either.
Lee gonna get a hold of that one. Taking it back over. Bobby over the neutral. And a pass off to Pruce as he got hit. Well, but after he got the puck out of him.
That was pretty good. I don't know,
You know what? I
62.
don't like your attitude here.
That's just a big kid there, 62. I don't know about skill, but he does have some size for sure.
Back in Omaha territory.
Use what you got, right?
Yep. Flaunt it if you got it. Puck on the near side. Omaha picked up by Elkins. Gets it over into Lincoln territory. In the corner.
Nope.
Sends one high, arcing over. Picked up by Lee. Sends it over to the far side. Picked up by Zach. Sends a pass up. Smart. Smart going to bury it behind the net. Elkins going after it. Comes over to the near side. Froloff trying to get a stick on it. Holds it in play in the near corner. Lincoln miscalculated that hit. Puck over to the near far side, sorry. Picked up by Lincoln. It's going to send one over. Oh, that was fortunate. And a good back check there by Preble. Lincoln deflects over to the near side by Williams and a stop by Froloff.
Yep. Absolutely what you want to see there is Froloff coming back hard, Preble playing the man like he should, getting in the lane and then taking it away. So that's a good play by both those guys.
Puck over to the near side, picked up by Lincoln. Still in Omaha territory. Picked up by Froloff, trying to get it off the boards. Does, but Lincoln trying to get a hold of it in neutral territory. Sends it across at the red line, back over to the far side of Omaha. Deflected, near side. I couldn't tell if that was deflected actually, or if that was just a bad shot.
Might have just been high.
You know, we're going to call it a bad shot.
Okay, we can do that.
Lincoln stops it with their skate at the red line. Takes one back over, shot, and a great save by Williams. And a clear by Preble, back over to Lincoln territory.
Saying it was touched.
Morgan trying to get a hold of it as it goes over to the far side, getting some help from Preuss. Picked up by Lincoln in the corner. Takes it behind their own net. Morgan going after it. Puck over to the far side, picked up by Preuss. Preuss takes a shot. Deflected over to the near side. Back to the far, picked up by Morgan. Sends it back over to Preuss, takes a shot again.
Off his own man.
Busher trying to get a hold of it now. Picked up by Lincoln. Lincoln taking it over, neutral. Deflected, and a hit by Preuss. Stopped, goes behind the net to the far side. Picked up by Busher. Busher taken out of the zone. Back over, gonna bury deep at the red line. 1:08 left in the period. Puck on the far side.
Oh, my.
Sends back over to Preuss. Preuss. Hold on to it, takes a shot. Just high. Comes over to the near side. Preble trying to get all of it. Picked up by Lincoln. Lincoln takes in front of their own net to the far. Knocked down. Almost gets a hold of it. Preuss grabs it at the red line. Takes it back over. Takes a shot. 41 seconds left. Roeder trying to get a hold of it now on the near side. Picked up by Lincoln. Lincoln takes it behind their own net. Comes over to the near side. Stonebreaker deflects. Bianchetti coming in. Sends it back over to the corner. Picked up by Lincoln. Lincoln going to clear it. Picked up right away by Vaughn. Vaughn holding onto it. Omaha getting a clear. Comes over to the near corner. Puck to the far side. Samard trying to get a hold of it. Check that. Bianchetti now on the wall. Picked up by Lincoln. Takes it over in neutral territory. Back over to the far side. As Stonebreaker lays a hit, separates the man from the puck, and Samar getting it, and that's the end of the period.
Yeah. Good finish. I thought we were much more spirited there the last few minutes, keeping it down the right end. Once again, getting up, even though our power play didn't look very good, it did kind of switch ends for the ice for us a little bit and gave us a little more jump there toward the end once we went 5-on-5. So good recovery, but yeah, something needs to be cleaned up after the first probably 2/3 of that. Other than the goal, pretty much belonged to Lincoln.
Need a little bit of a wake up.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like we're scrambling still a lot. Lincoln team looks like they're much more composed, moving the puck a little better, but they got some size. You probably don't want to go out there and hit man-to-man. You got Bianchetti, a pretty good size. I mean, he's tall. He's not the thickest guy in the world by any means. Morgan a little bit more so. But they got a couple guys on this Lincoln team that are just big guys.
There's some big boys there.
Yeah, they're just going to run you over if you ain't careful, so you don't want to necessarily get into hit and match.
Is Lincoln doing the same thing as Sioux City? Do they have some seniors on this team?
I'd have to look. I'm not real sure. We can look that up here.
We should.
And see it.
There's some big boys. I'd like to see some birth certificates at this point.
Yeah, and there's Sioux City had a couple I know this year that played. One kid that played, I think he graduated. He either graduated last year or it was this year. He was still a senior, but he was still playing JV. Once again, was a kid that was probably went like 250.
Yeah.
But he was not real tall. So, I mean, he had one mission in life was to see if he could catch somebody and hit them. And that's hence why you don't play varsity usually, right?
Yep. No, I understand that.
Yeah, so
there are questions. I have lots of questions.
So there's one or two guys in here. You're right, dude. Got some size to them, but they don't necessarily have the skill. So
I even say this with that mustache. I had a question Bianchetti at this point.
And he's young. He's one of the younger guys.
Yep.
Yeah, he had that last year too as a freshman. I mean, I was like, wow.
Hey, look, I'm a hairy man myself and started shaving at 5th grade.
Oh, there's 3 of them.
There's 3.
Oh, 4. Shot. 13 to 4.
Shots. Oh.
We're playing charades with Pat over here. He's telling us the shot numbers. He's like throwing numbers out. We're like, oh, what's that mean?
Hey, Pat.
It was might have been gang signs. I really don't know what was going on over here. But, 13 to 4. That is not a good thing for us. But, yeah, we still lead 1-0, so that's good. Hey, it's third period. Look at that. We just jumped right to the third. I like that. Make this game get along, right?
Yeah, just make it go quick, I guess, at this point.
Yeah, so we see the shots.
Oh, they fixed it.
Oh, darn, back to the second. That's all right. I know the boys have school tomorrow, so some of us don't. I don't have to go to work tomorrow. I took the day off, so.
Good for you.
I did, yeah.
I mean, I work from home, so.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's like being off sometimes.
Is it though? I don't know.
Nah, sometimes it is and sometimes it's not. So.
Yeah, we had the day off. Burial of President Carter, going on his honor. 100 years old, passed away recently.
We appreciate his service and all those that serve the country. Puck goes over to the far side of Lincoln. Comes over to the near side.
Penalty coming right off the faceoff. I did not even see what it was. Looking down the ice. Interference call.
Interference on Simard.
Oh, okay. I guess, anyway.
I question that.
I would assume that since they're throwing it down the ice, which looked like, he just blocked his man from going down to chase it, I suppose. But, all right. Not something you usually see right off a face-off. So we'll have to clean that up. That's something that'll probably, you want to get momentum, and that's not the way to get it back, is to give a power play to the team that's out shooting you by quite a bit.
So as it does, Lincoln holds on to it on the far side of Omaha, sends it into the corner. Trying to hold on to it behind the net as it comes over to the near side. Deflected. Lincoln holds on to it at the blue line. Still holding on to it as it comes up top, point, near. Takes a shot wide to the near side corner. Lincoln still holding on to it. Omaha still on the PK. Deflected, and a great glove save by Williams on that one.
Yeah, he made that one look effortless, just sliding over. It might have been going a little wide, but he wouldn't take it any chances with a rebound or something coming out if he did kick it.
Good call on that one.
Good job. 133 left showing here on the man advantage. Not much there. They're keeping the guys on the outside, moving the puck around. We might go, hey, why is it good or bad to have it in the zone? Yeah, it's okay to leave it in the zone. If they keep it on the outside and they're not getting good shots, that's fine.
Busher taking the drop on this one. Comes over to the near side. Bruce holding him in the corner near side. Stopped, grabbed by Busher. Bruce still running the interference. Comes over to the near side. A little bit of a loop. Up top to the far. Lincoln holding on to it. Deflected.
Wow.
Omaha clears it back into Lincoln territory.
That's good because Williams came way out of his net. And they went past him, and it was wide open. Luckily, one of our guys got it. So.
And as Lincoln takes it out of their own zone, back over neutral to the far side. Stopped by Lee. Burying that one back into Lincoln territory. Great job by Bobby on that one.
Yeah, that forward plays just like a defenseman, That's a good job over there.
You would almost think he was thinking about that.
He could be like, he'd be like a Heisman Trophy guy here. He could play both ways, right?
Yeah. But they don't give the Heisman to defensemen.
Well, they did this year.
I know.
Sort of. But that's okay.
Back into Lincoln territory we go. 33 seconds left on the PK. Picked up by Lincoln over to the far side. Looks like they're trying to set something up as it goes over the far. Roeder gets a poke check on that one. A good hit by Lee. Goes into the near side corner of Omaha.
Lincoln player slow to get up.
Bobby got a good hit on that one as it goes back over to Lincoln territory. 14 seconds left on the PK. 10. Comes over to the near side, back over to the far. Lincoln getting into Omaha territory, and a stop right away as it goes over to the near side.
Oh, my.
Cruz gets it behind the net. Great job. Omaha full strength. Lincoln takes a shot, and a glove save and grab by Williams in a fight in front of the net.
Yeah, Williams, he knocked it down. Instead of covering it, he just kind of left it there and handed it right to one of the Lincoln players who got a shot on net. So fortunate there. A little scrum at the end. They kind of, little hug there between a couple guys. Like, hey guys, that's all good.
And I think Bobby and the other Lincoln player used to play on the same team. So
there was a King, I think, is number 91.
Yep, I think they used to play.
He gave him a little help up and a hug.
Bobby's actually talking to the players right now.
Yeah, it's good. You have a little sportsmanship when you can, right?
Mm-hmm.
Leave everything on the ice.
Puck over to the near side. To the far. Grabbed by Lincoln in the far side. Stopped by Williams. Covered.
Boy, Williams is busy today. Might have his work cut out for him. Well, this is our last time in Lincoln this year at the Icebox, thank goodness, because, boy, is it cold here.
My nose is running.
I know. We're standing under, like I said, it's like a
vent.
fan. A fan that blows cold air, as if it's not cold enough here. Cold air right on top of us.
You know what would be great is recirculating the cold air in the building already.
Yes. How about heat? Heat would be great.
There's a reason they call it the Icebox.
Yes, it is.
At this point, I'd like to be in the Devaney Center.
Well, we'll get 2 more games against this team, but they're going to come to Omaha and play an extra weekend. I don't know that we've seen that before. We normally just do a one-off here on a Thursday or a Friday, kind of add to our normal weekends, but we're going to actually get Lincoln come to Omaha here soon and play a Saturday-Sunday series like our normal.
We should crank up the heat in the building.
At least in our area. That's all that matters.
right mid-ice.
Locker room.
If we could, you know what? I do help with some of the HVAC stuff in that building, so that might be a possibility. Puck over to the far side. Sidoric clearing it for Omaha. Couldn't quite hold on to it. Poke check by Lincoln. Lincoln taking it over to the far side. Trying to get in front of Omaha. Poke check again. Comes over to the near side. Stonebreaker going and lays a hit on him. Puck over to the far side, picked up by Bianchetti. Bianchetti clears it, trying to get that to Simard. Puck comes over to the near side. Right at the red line. Still back and forth. As Simard sending one to Arct. Trying to get over. He gets that rebound as he's taking it back over to Lincoln territory. Lincoln picks it up, takes it to the far side. Sidoric trying to get a hold of it now as it goes back behind the net over to the near side of Lincoln. And a hit late by Bianchetti and Stonebreaker. Two Lincoln players on the ice still. Slow to get up. Sidoric comes in to take a shot. Nobody home, though, as it's near side.
I don't think that kid knows where he's at.
No, he's pretty dazed. Lincoln trying to pass. Stopped by Stonebreaker. Picked up by Lincoln. Takes it back over. Going to try to bury it. Crinklaw clears it. Picked up by Lincoln defenseman. Sends it across to the far side. Preble laying a hit. Ooh. Lincoln's getting some punishment. Yeah. Shots on goal may not be equal, but the hits, definitely different.
Like I said, I'm a little surprised. They got some big boys there, and that's what we got to worry about right there is guys starting to take a little retaliation.
Yep. Picked up by Frolov. Frolov, smart move by Frolov, though.
Yeah.
Stopped it right away, picks it up, goes over to the near side, far side corner behind the net. Frolov with some great moves, holding on to it.
Still has it.
Gets behind Crinklaw. Goes over to the near side.
Tried to wrap it, but he's on his backhand trying to put that on a wraparound. That's tough to do.
Back in Omaha territory. Picked up by Lee. Lee off the boards. Trying to get that one over to the far. Elkins. Picked up again over the near side. Vaughn after it in the near corner. Get some boards on that one. Goes over to the far side. Lincoln trying to get a hold of it on this one. 10:07 left. Puck on the near corner. Lincoln trying to hold on to it. Elkins gets a stick on it. Vaughn sends one high into the stands. Some lucky fan gets a puck.
There you go. And the real question is, in years past we've seen, who's the crazy person to put the banner down here on our left-hand side in the corner again? Pat shaking his head. We see it every year. They've been good this year. At least they put the seniors' pictures on the back of the glass. We used to have them along the side. You couldn't even see the end of the ice. So slightly better, but it would have been nice if they took the last one over there and moved it down as well. A little hard to see into that corner. But oh well, you know what are you going to do?
Well, nobody wants to sit in those big, nice leather chairs apparently anyway.
Nah, that's fine. A lot of open seats here at the rink tonight.
What? I thought it was sold out.
Well, for a high school game, it's as good as it gets.
Omaha trying to get a hold of it. Picked up by Lincoln. Sends it in their own territory. Bobbles that one. Busher almost gets a hold of it. And a good poke check by Morgan sends it into the far corner. Lincoln on the far side. Finally able to clear it. Deflected by Simard. Still pushing that one forward. Picked up by Bruce off the boards. Lee grabs it. Clears it. Trying to get that one. Busher trying to push that forward, but Lincoln gets a hold of it and sends it back into Omaha. Bruce sends it off the near side board. Sends it back into the corner. Back over to the far side. Simard trying to get a hold of it. Getting some help from Lee. Simard's going to get it. Looks like he's going to clear it. Trying to get that pass to Morgan. Couldn't quite connect. Comes over to the near side of Lincoln. Lincoln's going to clear it. Back to the far. Trying to slow it down, but Lee was there running interference as it goes back to the far corner and picked up right away by Bruce. To the boards, and Omaha couldn't quite clear it. Lincoln stops it, but can't shoot. Comes over to the near side. Deflected again. Lincoln holding on to it, and a good stop by Frolov. Looks like he's going to grab it and clear it. Good stick. Puck to the far side. Oh, sorry, that's Bobby Lee.
That's Lee.
I saw the 2, but not the
not the
9. Picked up by Lincoln to the far side, and a poke check by Bruce. Sends it to the far side. Lost a stick on that one, but great job by Bruce on that one. Puck over to the near side. Barron trying to get a hold of it. Got tangled up, though. Lincoln for a shot, deflected. I don't know if his own guy got that on his skate.
Maybe.
Lee trying to get a hold of it. Gets an elbow to the head on that one.
Oh,
Lee's down. Back into Lincoln territory, and icing called. as Bobby's down. He took a hit to the head. I saw the elbow flying.
See the elbow come up. Well, does not look like the ref saw it. No
Yeah, I
arms
mean,
are
he
up.
was only standing right there.
Well, you know, can only ask so much.
You can,
You know?
you can go
Watch.
tell him, hey, I did see this, bud.
Hopefully he's okay. We'll see if coaches will come out and check him out. I'm sure the coaches are having some words there with the ref. I don't know if it's just saying, hey, just give us a minute, or if that was, hey, you guys need to keep your eyes open. There's elbows flying out here, and they're putting guys' heads into the boards.
There's definitely been some elbows flying
Well,
as it's
yeah.
been going.
And
I think we had this problem last time, too.
yeah, it's unfortunate. Sometimes things accidentally happen. I get
Yeah.
it. You know, you make a play, but
Well-
when you're that close to somebody, your elbow doesn't just naturally come up.
You got to
That's
protect
usually-
yourself and move it as far
Yeah.
away from you as possible. I get it.
And I'll tell you, we've watched a lot of games over the years, and even this year. And I've talked to we've talked to both our own kids, I'm sure. And you always say, hey, a game doesn't look that bad there. And then he's like, you guys have only realized how dirty it gets in these scrums. The guys come up immediately to the head almost every time on some of these teams. Generally, you'll see guys that aren't the high skill players that know they'll go after the guys that are, the guys that have the puck. It's unfortunate that happens, and then you see retaliations, and you wonder why, because the refs don't come make calls. But we'll give them credit to say maybe they just didn't see that. There's a couple bodies around. It's hard to see when there is. I didn't see
Yep.
it either.
There's been a lot of.
Yeah, there's a lot of jawing going on.
So it's like
Lee's out of the
Bobby's going to
game.
go off the side with the EMT. Coach is coming off.
Yeah. So
I will say that Coach Kinder and they look natural walking on the ice.
I do. It's like it's no big
It's
deal.
It's not a penguin walk at this point.
Yeah, I know. All of us were like, oh, gotta take our time.
But we hate to see Bobby hurt. Hopefully he's doing all right. But
Yeah.
he looked like he came off on his own.
Yeah, maybe with only 7:50 left in the period. Hey, let's just take him out, make sure he's okay. Check it out. We'll get to the break afterwards and see, reevaluate. They should have a medic here. I don't know if that's who went off. If there was one at Canada,
Pretty sure that was the medic. Yeah.
They do actually a pretty good job here with their medics. We've had issues here before where guys had to get checked out, and they do a good job. So
Barron going to take drop. Puck over to the far side. Lincoln holding up top. Deflected. Back behind the net. Williams got a hold of that one. Pass in front of the net. Again, stop. Can't tell. I think Preble got that one. Gets it to Roeder. Roeder gets it clear. Gets it out to Zach. Zach going to take one forward back into Lincoln territory. Comes over to the near side. Lincoln grabs it, though. Just after the blue line. Back in Omaha territory.
Oh,
Poke check. Comes over to the near side. Deflected. Vaughn got a hold of that one.
good job by Vaughn.
Picked up by Barron. Barron gets a pass. Great pass to Zach.
Whoa.
Zach to Roeder. Great passing. Roeder just at the red line. Sends that back behind the Lincoln net.
Saw Preble hit the glass back there all by himself. I'm not sure what it was going on.
Them ice monsters will get you.
Yeah, I
Back
know.
over to the near side of Omaha. Vaughn trying to get a hold of it. Stop.
Oh, score.
Oh, put one in.
Yep. I think that's late in the shift by a lot of guys that are, trying to keep up. Play comes around because that's a big skater there, and he gets around, pulls right past Williams, backhand into the net. So I'm gonna tie it up with 7:07 left. That's sometimes you'll see the student section down there. Sometimes you'll see the other part of the varsity team. Always a joy. I know mine says, hey, whatever you do, if we score, when we score in the varsity game, the student section down there, make sure you get lots of pictures.
Yep.
Because it's always a joy. Because generally you see a lot of nice gestures from their student section towards us. Because it's always fun. But it's a rivalry. So.
All right, tight score 7:07. Puck comes over to the near side. Smart going after it in the corner of Lincoln. Gets a hold of it. Smart takes it to the far. Takes a shot, deflected by the goaltender. Goes high. Stop a play.
We just need to settle ourselves down here. Make sure we take short shifts, get out. But you've now lost another player. We're already short on defensemen. That's where it's going to get hard for defensemen. It's a lot of skating for these guys. I'd say it's big ice, but I guess it's the same side ice as usual, unless it's not Olympic. So, but yeah, it's tough at the speed they're going to just have 4 guys out there on D.
Takes a lot. Puck deflected to the far side. Priest trying to send it at the goaltender. Picked up by one of the defenders. Comes up top by Lincoln. Takes it back in Omaha territory. Back to the far side. Deflects. And a stop and glove by Williams.
Yeah. Smart play there by Williams. He said, I'm just going to hold on to this one. I got more bodies coming at me. Might be the name of the game. Give your D a little rest here and there where you can. Looks like we got an injury with, you got Lee had moved. You had an injury there with Wynn, and you got Edwards is actually probably playing varsity only tonight. So
Smart trying to run that one. Clears it. Lincoln picks it up in their own territory, sends it over to the far side. Back in Omaha territory. Lincoln holding on to it, deflected by Preble. Trying to get picked up. Is it picked up by Bianchetti? Bianchetti taking back over. Going to bury it deep behind the net of Lincoln.
Yeah, he's got no help.
1-on-4. Good move. Comes over to the near side. Sidoric trying to go after it. Bianchetti grabs it in front.
Whoa.
Puck loose in front of the net. Lincoln picks it up. Going to clear it. Takes it back over. Whiffs on a couple of them. Back over to the far side of Omaha as Bianchetti clears it. Lincoln forced to reset. Back in Omaha territory. Omaha needing to actually go after it a little bit here on this one.
Yeah, we're sitting on our heels still a little bit here in the second period.
5:44 left. Crinklaw going after on the near side. Bianchetti getting it out to Crinklaw. Crinklaw to the far. Picked up by Sidoric. Back behind the net as Omaha's going in for a change. Crinklaw trying to get a hold of it as it comes over to the near side. Frolov now trying to get it. Picked up by Stonebreaker. Back over to the near side. Stonebreaker trying to get a pass or a hit or shot.
Good play.
Lincoln taking it over to the near side. Preuss with a hit. Sends him onto the near side corner. Puck on the near of Omaha. 5:08 left. Crinklaw sends it across to the far side to Elkins. Elkins deflects. Couldn't hold on to it. Frolov coming in to assist. Gets it over the red line. Frolov trying to go after it now. Pushes it into the Lincoln territory. Lincoln grabs it on the far side. Grabbed again by Frolov. Frolov gets some assistance as Elkins trying to take a shot. Goes over to the far side. Lincoln clears it. Back in Omaha territory. To the far side. Deflected by Vaughn to the corner. Picked up by Elkins. Vaughn holds on to it. Gets a pass to Crink. Oh, almost gets it to Crinklaw.
Yeah. That's a good pass, actually. Crinkle, I think he'd gone around his man and pulled his stick up in the air to get around before he could get it right back on ice. Otherwise, it's right on his tape. So, good play.
Good attempt as it goes back to Omaha territory with 4:28 left.
Pretty good action, though. I mean, like I said, we've been on our heels a little bit again, but let's get through the period. It's still a 1-1 game. We're still right in this.
Busher pushes to the far side. Lincoln going after it. Smart loses a stick as it goes flying on that one. Comes over to the near side. Vaughn trying to go after it now. Getting some help from Morgan as they clear it. Morgan going after it now in neutral. Comes over to the near side. Picked up by Lincoln. Offsides called on Lincoln on that one.
Yeah, we just don't have that jump that we've seen before. Maybe because you're playing a better team this time around, right?
Yep.
15-2 is obviously you don't win that many games without being some decent skill. So
Busher going to take drop on this. Comes over to the near side, picked up by Vaughn. Vaughn sends it over to the near side. Back into Lincoln territory. Smart trying to get a hold of it. Sends it over to the far side. Lincoln grabs it, but Omaha Busher sends it into the far side. Lincoln sends it a little back and forth as Lincoln trying to get the possession. Picked up by Vaughn at center ice. Crinklaw with a hit. Gets it to Busher.
Yeah, he's got Morgan on the ground.
Morgan's down.
Savansky, is it? How much it was? Well, yeah, he went right to his head twice. That's Clausen for Lincoln. He goes to hit Morgan, goes straight to his head. They're having a few words here and there.
He's saying, hey, I don't agree with your antics.
Yeah,
nicely.
I'd like to see what the call is. Yeah, I'd like to see what the call is, because not only do you take a penalty, but then you go to his head with the stick afterwards. That should be head contact. They're going to call interference. I don't agree with that. Oh, holding maybe. It might be a hold.
I thought I saw holding, yeah.
Yeah, it could be hold. To me, though, you not only do that, you went straight to his head. That's head contact.
Yep.
That should be a 10-minute right there. So he should be gone.
Holding is all they called him on.
Holding is all they call. Terrible call. Right to call a penalty. Penalty is definitely correct. And he did get hold of him at first, but when he came up, he went right straight to his head. And that's how Morgan stopped. And boy, he took him right to the ground and continued to go to his head. So That's kind of nonsense. Doesn't mean in the game. Refs need to take care of that right now. Otherwise, it's only going to escalate.
3:45 left in the second period. Busher trying to kick that over. Goes behind the net. Lincoln there to get it. Sends it over to the far side. Omaha still on the power play. Crinklaw sends it over to the far side. Bianchetti couldn't quite get a stick on it as it goes over to the far. Stop by Froloff. Goes over to the near side. Sorry, Crinklaw. Picked up by Preuss. Preuss getting a pass. Omaha takes a shot. Deflected. Bianchetti gets it in the far side. Back behind the net it goes. Busher trying to get a hold of it. Picked up by Lincoln. Referee, run-in interference for Omaha. Puck on the near side. Picked up by Stonebreaker.
That's a little bit on our own guys, as they're just not hustling to get to the puck. We should have had that behind the net. They're going to call an icing, I think, on us.
Looks like it. 3:07.
Yeah, because that thing was coming around. I think Busher was going after it. And he kind of pulled up. It's like, well, don't pull up. You keep skating. You're right to the puck, and you beat the man there. Unfortunately, the Lincoln player picks it up and throws it down the ice. So
back to Omaha side. Zach going to take that one back over the far side. Picked up by Samard. Samard holding on to it. Back behind the net. He's going to take this one out. Sends it across to Morgan. Morgan on the far side. Holds on to it.
Way offside.
Just a bit offsides on that one.
I think it was Zach that was offsides by about 6 feet. So that's just, once again, mental mistakes, guys. You got to be watching the puck as they skate across. Same as if you're going to make that pass, you see it coming up from Smart, I think it was to Morgan, make the pass. It just kind of floats it out there. It's like, boy, throw that thing on his tape and let him go, with some speed. Kind of like that. Now go. There you go.
Morgan taking it back over, comes in, takes a shot. Goaltender covers that one.
There you go. It gets you in with a minute left, but I don't know that I agree with the shot. You really are putting it through some skates. Okay, maybe. Downside there is if you get it through just like that, you get a rebound, sure, nobody's in front of the net. So you give the goalie a lot of time. So I'd like to see that taken around. Maybe set something up. You got an extra man.
Puck on the near side. Omaha trying to get a hold of it. Samard in the corner, trying to get that out to Zach. Froloff takes a shot over to the far side.
Not a good shot.
Back into Omaha territory. 48 seconds left on the power play for Omaha. Back behind the Omaha net we go. Picked up by Morgan. Morgan hitting Samard. Cleared it. Trying to get a pass off. Still on the near side. In neutral territory, Omaha sends it on the near corner of Lincoln. The Stars grab it behind their net over to the far side. Froloff grabs it at the red line. Gets a backwards pass, but Lincoln gets it first. Deflected Vaughn. Couldn't quite get the pass off as it goes over to the near side of Omaha. Morgan gets it behind the Omaha net. Hit. Lincoln there to get it. Still in the corner. 7 seconds left on the power play. Still in the corner with 1:48 left in the period.
Yeah, 5-on-5.
Puck over to the far side. Lincoln comes in, takes a shot. Deflected behind the net. Over to the near. Grabs it. Trying to get a pass off. Point man takes a shot. Deflected. I think his own man hit that one.
I think so.
Goes over to the far side. Up top again.
We're way too deep.
Point man holds on to it. Takes a shot again. Deflected over to the near side. 1:24 left. Deflected again. Over to the near side.
Oof.
Williams gets a hold of it. Stonebreaker tries to clear it. Lincoln
Trouble
grabs
coming.
it. In
There it
deflection. Lincoln buries that one in.
Like I said, I see the trouble coming here because our guys are standing way deep. You're late in the play. You've been out there for the entire power play. What we start seeing is, really no zone presence by this Omaha team. They're throwing blind passes. And we saw kind of a scrum right in front of our net, or in front of our bench here, where everybody's standing still. We finally come away with it. We've got numbers, and the first thing we do is we throw it into the zone. Well, what good is that going to do when you got two defensemen back there?
Yep.
Everybody's standing still. What the first thing's going to happen is exactly what we saw. Lincoln's going to pick it up, throw it back down the ice. They kill it off down at the end, and they get the extra man as we're now dead as they've made changes. So, and that's exactly what happens as we give up a late goal.
Bianchetti kicking over to the far side. Priest trying to kick that one over to the far. Again, Bianchetti and Sidoric trying to push that one forward back into Lincoln territory. A push by Busher, but puck gets cleared still. Comes over, kick by Preble, gets it to Busher. Busher back into Lincoln territory, holds on to it. Dancing in the near side corner. Less than a minute left. Puck on, actually Busher gets a hold of it, comes over to the near side corner. Lincoln trying to get a clear. Richard trying to get a pass as it goes in front, deflected. Oh, almost gets that to Sidoric. Lincoln holds on to it in the near side. Deflects back in Omaha territory, 35 seconds left. Icing called on Lincoln.
Smart play by Williams. He recognized that it was an icing call, so he just lets it roll on by and get the face-off back down the other end. So, yeah, I mean, as far as the team game, we're seeing Lincoln play a team game in Omaha, just kind of scrambling still. They need to start talking to each other, getting in position and set up. We saw Sidoric had a good opportunity there. Unfortunately, it bounced over a stick. Came right to him. He was in the right position. Boy, that thing goes on a stick. He's got a good opportunity and a high scoring chance.
Frolov going to take the drop on this one. Still holds on to it. Still in the dot area as it goes over the far side. Picked up by, who has that? Bruce goes over the far side.
That's going to get through.
Back in Omaha territory. Bruce there to get it behind the net as it's 19 seconds left.
Oh,
deflected again and covered by Williams.
Yeah.
15 seconds left.
I think it was King that was standing in front again there for Lincoln. Boy, just kind of awareness there once again. Lincoln gets down there. Stars guys are just jump to the slot and wait for it, right? Slow roller gets to him, can't get anything on it. But
they've been on the attack.
They have.
Frolov going to take drop again. No change on the line. Over to the far side, Lincoln point man takes a shot, deflected. Picked up as Krinklaw deflected that one off his shins. Bruce trying to clear it. Point man gets it again. 7 seconds left. Deflected. Preble. They call him Preble on that one?
That's high stick is what the call
Yep,
is.
high sticking call. Looks like Preble's going in on that one.
3 seconds, well. Enough time to drop and score, I suppose, but looks like we'll get probably to the next period with a long power play coming against this.
Frolov taking the drop again. 3-7 left in the period. Puck drop comes over to the near side. 2 seconds left. 1. That's the end of the period.
Yeah, well, shots are showing 20 to 8, but they haven't updated the score yet, so it might be slightly more than that, 21 to 8, 22 to 8, something like that. Yeah, you're not going to win many games if you put up 8 shots over after 2 periods. Refs trying to take control here, saying, hey, guys, wait up. Let's not run to each other. So, teams cross.
Well, they're going to do a quick cleaning of the ice, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll see everybody here shortly.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see Lee come back, and hopefully he's okay. If
Yep.
not, you know, worst case, if he's not okay for tonight, we just wish him well, and he'll be ready for the weekend.
Absolutely. We'll
All
see
right.
everybody here shortly.
All right, take care.
we're back. Restroom break helped.
Yeah, that's always good. The refs are, they're on the ice at least. Let's see if they made any updates to the shots or not. Well, they did update the score, so that's good. 21-8. Official shots on net. That's not good in our favor right now, so. But, hey, still got a third period. Still a 2-1 game.
So there is a slight difference in our game with Lincoln this time versus last time.
No.
We do have a couple players sticking on varsity. We have some injured players.
Yep.
I will say Williams is doing a great job. I think we had Alfieri last time, but
do we remember
Williams
what the score was of the last game?
I want to say we were up 2 or 3 towards the end. That's according to my recollection, which could be messed up at this point. But
I mean, we can always look it up, I'm sure. But
I'm not a historian type. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, and we've got a new site this year, and it's not as user friendly as we've seen in the past. So we'll figure this out.
But I will say that. So there is a change that we've seen this game versus the last. Players, obviously goalie, but I will say Williams is doing a great job. He's been on point tonight.
He has.
So I definitely will say that. Now, I did get an update. Bobby Lee is out of his uniform.
Is he?
He's, according to what I talked to his parents, he has been advised to not play the rest of the game.
Okay.
And they'll see how he's doing. They're thinking, concussion protocol at this point.
Sure.
So, and actually, as I say that, he's walking out on the ice with his helmet on and his hoodie with the pucks. So,
well, at least keep him
gainfully
employed, right?
Yep.
You might have a concussion, son, but hey, carry the water bottles out. You'll be all right. Keep your helmet on. Nah, it looks like he's all right. That's good. It's good to be a little precautious. One game. So I did look it up. We did win 5-3 last time we played here in Lincoln. So you're right.
It was a couple. Yep.
Yeah, see, look at you.
I'm getting there.
I remembered we were in Lincoln. That was about as far as it went.
I do know that there was a little bit of difference, but we did have lead on that game most of the time. Yeah. So we'll see what happens here.
Yeah. But you're right. We do have a short bench tonight.
I think we had Tyler Wynn out here last time also. Tyler does a great job, but he's also injured. So, Cutler did. Actually, Cutler's making an appearance
back.
Now.
So, that's gonna
wake-up call happening here.
And that was Carlson, and he just did that too. And I think that was the one that went after Morgan with the high stick to the head. So Cutler's gonna let him know he's there. I like it.
Speaking of the devil.
There he is.
As Omar takes it back over, Stonebreaker gets a hold of it. Comes over to the near side. Cutler almost gets a hold of it. As Lincoln takes it over in Omaha territory on the near side. Deflects, and a good glove save by Williams on that one.
Yeah, Cutler takes his man down behind the play, too. The puck was there at his feet, but he did take the man down. He's just coming out to be a little bit of a brute here to start the game and go, hey, I'm just let you guys know we're here. You want to keep playing this type of game? We're going to play this type of game.
I will say that's a smart move on the coaches to kind of give Cutler a little bit of a break the first two because he's going to be playing in the varsity game. Busher taking it out.
Oh, man.
Lincoln takes it on the near side. Stonebreaker grabs it.
Oh.
Sails that one back over at the goaltender on the money.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they won't count that.
Yeah, they should.
They should, but
pretty good shot from all the way down the other end.
Comes over to the near side. Deflected over to the far. Lincoln holding on to it. Sends it in the far corner. Still holding on to it. Over to the near. Slap shot. Deflected wide into the corner. And cleared. I think Lincoln is the one that cleared that. And it's the miscue on that one.
Yeah, they were just trying to set it up at the blue line and shoot it pretty hard out of the zone. Yeah, somebody wonders, like, you bring Cutler back into the game as he's not been in. Can you do that? We've kind of talked about this before. He is on the roster. As long as he's on the roster, you can do that. He doesn't have to start the game. You can't finish it. So all is legal.
I know people complain about that, but it's like, well, no, rules is rules. So
no, that's the rule. You didn't start him. You got 2 periods without him, so that should be an icing.
And it is.
Good play there for us, because 15 seconds, that'll take it all the way back down. Get a little more off this man advantage here for the Stars. 13-18 in the game, but we need to get something going quick once we get our man out of the box.
So, as we go back over to the Star side, puck deflected by Crinklaw, picked up. Shot taken, deflected behind the net over the near side, picked up by Lincoln. Couldn't quite get a hold of it as it goes back into Omaha territory, but picked up right away by Simard. Clears it and gets it to Crinklaw. Crinklaw trying to get a pass off the near side to Preuss, who buries it into Lincoln territory. Lincoln grabs it though. Gets the clear back into Omaha territory. Nope, they're going to say not.
Yeah, I think Omaha tried to play it there, but it was afraid. I think one of the Omaha players was afraid that he saw his guy coming across, so he'd have too many men on the ice. Maybe a smart play just to let it go.
Picked up by Lincoln, sends it back over. Referee stops it, but Lincoln takes it back into Omaha territory on the far side. Deflected by Simard over to the near side, and I think Williams may have gotten a hold of that.
Yeah, he's
Grabbed by Clinklaw, goes on, got a man on him, gets hooked.
wow, no call.
No call on that one.
Yeah, he did get pulled.
He literally got twisted around on that, but no call. As Simard takes it back over the blue line, comes in, takes a shot, just wide left. Back into the near corner. Bruce kicks it in as Elkins trying to battle that one. Still fighting. Lincoln sends it back over, center ice, back into neutral territory. Grabbed by Crinklaw. Takes it back into Lincoln territory. Over to the far, deflected by the goaltender. Almost gets that one. Omaha takes a shot, deflected by the goaltender again. Over to the far side. Grabbed by Vaughn, comes in, takes a shot. Just high, really high.
Really, really high. Just
look, I'll say this again, I'm realistic. Over to the near side.
Oh, just out of the
Clears it, deflected,
nice.
And icing. Elkins couldn't quite get a hold of that one.
Yeah, once again, that's where guys need to move their feet. I know they're at the end of a shift, but at least get a stick on it and then send it back down so you can get a change, not be in your own zone. 11:31 left here in the third, down by a goal.
Going back over to the Omaha side. Wisher going to take the drop. Puck drop goes over to the far. Comes out, Vaughn sends one high, clears it. And icing called on Omaha. But he does get the clear on that one.
He got the clear way down there.
Clear.
Cleared a little higher maybe instead of further. That'd be good. Give our guys a chance to, it's just like throwing the Hail Mary. Give a guy a chance to get under it.
Busher taking the drop again, sends it up top. Back into the far.
There we go.
Stopped and intercepted by Morgan. Getting a pass to Cutler. Cutler over to the near side. Comes in, takes a shot, just a bit high. Over to the far, picked up by Lincoln. Sends it back over neutral ice. Grabbed by Cutler, trying to get to Morgan, who just couldn't find it, but gets a good hit.
And we're going to take the penalty.
Yeah.
Again. Cross check.
I mean, the puck was there. I'm just saying.
They're saying it's a cross check, though, so I guess if you still cross checked them, it doesn't matter if the puck's there or not, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't see it. There was a crowd. There's people there. I didn't see the cross check myself.
I'm just saying that I didn't agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
Shut up.
I couldn't see it. I don't know.
Also, I wasn't paying attention at the time because anyway.
I'll say Morgan he didn't argue it very hard, so
No.
I'm going to say it may have been a cross check.
Puck over to the near side. Vaughn sends it over the far. Lincoln trying to get hold of it. Sends it back off, intercepted by Stonebreaker. Sends one high. Grabbed by Lincoln into their own territory. Sends it back over the blue. Over the near. Cutler grabs it. Takes one back over to the near side. Takes a shot. Just a bit left of the net. Puck on the far. Omaha still on the PK. I got that. Anyway.
What just happened?
just you know what? I got all kinds of accents at this point. Puck to the far side. Back into the near. Lincoln holding on to it. Sends it to the point man. Back into the corner. Can't figure it out. Over to the far. Deflected by Stonebreaker. Up top. Takes a shot. Williams deflects to the near. Cutler with a good stick. Clears it. Takes it back over. Ooh, gets into the boards but sends it into the corner. Busher going after it now. Omaha in a change. Picked up by Lincoln. Takes it over to the far. Simard gets a stick on it. Stops it. Clears it. Sends that back over to Lincoln territory. Elkins going in. Holds on to it. Just deflected by the goaltender. Great shot attempt. Oh, in the far. On the far side, Furlock trying to get a hold of it. Samard sends him in the boards. In the far side corner. Back behind the net.
Another penalty coming against Omaha.
Referees suck.
Yeah,
Raise your arm if you're an idiot.
I didn't
Just
see
saying.
that being much of anything there. We'll see what the call is.
On the near
Smart
side.
play, we're just hold on to it at this point.
Puck goes high. Over to the far. Lincoln still has it. Goaltender out. Deflected.
That's a
Should have
touch.
been a
That
stop.
is a touch. I don't know why that's not a stoppage there.
Oh, there you go, buddy.
We'll see what he's going to call it.
Hooking?
A hook. I didn't see a hook.
I didn't see a single hook.
I mean, they were behind the net. They both went up with sticks in the air, and they kind of hit each other's sticks. That's not a hook, though. So I don't know. We'd have to go back and look at that one. It didn't look like much.
So Mangiani is the referee tonight, and here's his address. Posted.
Well, let's go here.
What was that? The Bud Light commercial? Call him hard. Call him often.
There it is. Yeah, it seems a little home field advantage going on right now, but
Yep.
we're down to 5-on-4 at least here now again. So
Cleared by Omaha. Morgan in. So now 5-on-4, like
Yeah.
you said.
yeah, it was only on one side. It was like I
Yeah.
said, it was a good job holding on to, letting them hold it on the outside all they want. They just killed having the 5-on-3 instead, right?
Good attentiveness by the boys. Still trying to hold on to his. Cleared it again. Lincoln sends it back over to the near side. Preble deflects. Near side corner. Omaha clears it back over to Lincoln territory. 1:28 left. Lincoln taken out of the zone. Cutler trying to get a stick on it. Comes over to the near side. Morgan gets it cleared by Preble. Back over to Lincoln territory. Almost connects on that one. Puck to the far side of Omaha. Deflects.
Oh, score.
Oh, water bottle.
Yeah, it's a heck of a shot.
Omaha down 3-1.
Good shot there by King at the, I think he was over in the far circle. And it's hard to tell. We just saw the net move up underneath, so I think it just got up under the crossbar, over the shoulder.
Hate to see that, but
Well, power play goal.
so we got 8:07 left to try to capitalize on. Omaha needing to put some on the boards. Bianchetti taking the drop. Puck deflected, picked up by Lincoln. Over to the far side. Vaughn gets it, clears it, sends it back over, trying to get to Krinklaw. They send it back. Vaughn gets it again, sends it back over the blue line, back into Lincoln territory. Krinklaw trying to get it, send it back at him. Little tennis match over the red line at this point, as it goes back over to the near side of Omaha. To the far, back over to the near. Still in Omaha territory, trying to get a hold of it. Sends it high
Oh, hey, and out of play.
into the stands.
On to Omaha bench. Coach Gruden just took that like a champ. He just watched it go by like it was nothing. Yeah, it's tough getting down 3-1 to his team when you're already playing on your heels. 7:33 left. We need a quick one here to have even an opportunity, I think, get back in this game.
Yep, absolutely. With 7:33 left, Bianchetti still taking the drop on this one. Cruz sends it over to the far side. Krinklaw there to get it, clears it, picked up by Lincoln, deflected by Sidoric, picked up by Lincoln again, over to the far side. Vaughn trying to lay a hit and deflected by Williams to the far side corner. Over to the far, Krinklaw almost gets a hold of it. Bianchetti back up, but And the referee's calling a BS call.
I think that was against Lincoln that time, though, right?
Well, maybe.
It should be because they had the puck, so it's actually against Lincoln. I didn't.
Okay, we'll
they're
take
calling
that.
it a high stick. I didn't see much there either, though. Really.
I'll be honest. I didn't see much.
No, I think their sticks came up maybe, and if it had made head contact, then good call on the refs on that one. But yeah.
I don't think you were swinging at a high stick, but okay.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, you can come up with the stick. You can't make contact with the head. If they did make any kind of contact up there, then sure, it's a high stick. So.
All right. Well.
Opportunity, right? Here's what we needed.
Yeah, we'll take
What
it.
can we do with it? Oh,
Back
that's
over to
not
the
good.
far side. Cutler gets it to Morgan.
Time.
Morgan comes in, takes a shot, deflected far side. Picked up. Busher. Stonebreaker. Hold on. Sends it back to Busher. Busher to Cutler. Cutler comes in, takes a shot. Still in loose. Ooh, covered by the goaltender.
Good play there by the goaltender. He didn't give much of a rebound. There's a little there, and he immediately covering. Good movement. It's okay. We're getting some shots. We're getting a slight rebound. Got to get a little closer in on the goalie, maybe. Which one? The few rebounds we've seen him give haven't been far from him. So it seems like his pads are knocking him down pretty good. So get close to that crease.
Cutler taking the drop. Comes over to the near side to Busher. Busher, ooh, couldn't
Sorry.
quite. Stonebreaker going after it. Throwing on the afterburners. Comes over to the near side. Still in the corner of Omaha. Picked up by Morgan. Morgan trying to send up top. Picked up by Cutler. Cutler's going to clear it. Sends it back over into their territory. Takes a shot. Bobbles it, but goaltender grabs it.
Yeah.
6:35.
Good job using the defenseman as a shield there a little bit. Maybe lose the puck. Plus side there for Lincoln being in white. That black puck will show up pretty good there for the goaltender, or not so much the other way around.
Cutler taking the drop. Because the puck comes over to the near side, over to the far. Morgan there to get it. Still in the corner. Morgan dancing with that one. Comes in. Sends it up top. Stonebreaker. Cross. Sends it to Cutler. Cutler comes across to the near side. Sends it back over to Stonebreaker. Takes a shot right in the stomach of the goaltender.
Yeah, we're still getting a lot of shots from way outside. Not getting really a whole lot inside. Even the ones that are in front of the net are still, 10 feet, maybe 6 to 10 feet inside the blue line. I'd like to see something ideally get, inside the slot, inside the circles, somewhere in there, and maybe get a good high chance opportunity here.
Zach taking the drop on this one. Comes up top. Sends it back into Omaha territory. Should be icing. Nope.
No, we're on power play.
Oh, check that. Sorry, thank you. Comes over to the far side. Picked up by Krinklaw.
Oh, hey, hit your man. Hello.
Miscom on the pass.
Just checking to make sure you're there. Oh, that's not good.
And Omaha forced to reset. Good attentiveness as it goes back over on the near side.
Yeah, unfortunately, he had some art on the far side, far away. If they just tossed it across, nobody near him. He could have walked right in.
26 seconds left on the power play for Omaha. Or, no? Lincoln. Lincoln's on the power play, not us.
No, we're on the power play. They got it on the. No, they got. That's right. That's correct.
Yeah.
Get in there. Get in there. Oh my goodness.
Puck's loose. Goes over the far side.
How to do it. Point blank chance. Nothing there.
Oh. All right, power play over for Omaha.
Oh my goodness.
Picked up by Cutler. Cross to the far side. Lincoln picks it up. Trying to come in. Deflected by Samard. Great job. On the far side corner. Picked up by Lincoln. Trying to pass in front of the net. Deflected again over to the near side by Vaughn. Cleared as Samard trying to get a hold of it. Again, deflected. Pass deflected again by Williams. Over to the far side. Vaughn gets a hold of it. Lincoln grabs the pass. Comes over. Cleared by Vaughn.
Yeah, that's all you can do at that point.
No.
These guys look tired. Well, it makes it just far enough to ice.
Just
Yeah.
a little.
Guys look like they've been out there a while because they're not moving very quick. And I think Stars are starting to see a little blood in the water. They're circling.
Yeah, I think you're right there. So Ooh. That's hard to see. All right, looks like Busher going to take drop on this one. Off the boards in the corner. Deflected over to the near side. Cutler gets a hold of it, takes it, clears it, sends it back up top to Morgan. Gets it. Cutler comes in, takes a shot, deflected over to the near side corner. Puck still on the near side. Busher gets it up. Stonebreaker takes a shot, deflected to the far side. Cutler has it, sends it back into the corner. Looking to capitalize. Busher comes up behind the net, sends it up top to Stonebreaker. Couldn't get his stick on it. Goes over to the near side of Omaha. Back behind the net. Vaughn, run interference. Stops it, but still on the far side. Busher gets it.
Oh, my. Whoops.
Deflects. Vaughn gets a stick on it. Busher gets it. Sends it over to the near side. 3:30. Both teams full strength. Omaha clears it. Cutler coming out of the zone with it. Back into Lincoln territory. Tries to get it between legs of one of the defenders, but deflects into the near side corner. Vaughn grabs it. Sends it off the boards. Omaha forced a reset. Lincoln gets it. Clears it. Sends it over to the near side. Grabbed by Froloff. Sends it back over to the near side. Grabbed by Preuss. Preuss on the far side. Grabbed by Morgan, but it goes into the near side corner. Deflected by Crinklaw. Crinklaw gets it. Froloff gets it. Deflected again by Lincoln at neutral territory and takes it back in Omaha territory. 2:43 left. Puck on the near side. Preuss trying to get all of it. Stonebreaker trying to get hold of it.
2.5 minutes.
Lincoln takes a shot and a save by Williams.
Yeah, it might have been high over the net, but hey, good idea just to bring it down and play, calm things. If we need to move people around a little bit. 2:31 left. They need something. They need something right now. Looks like Omaha's going to call a timeout. Reset the troops here.
Yep. So Omaha needs 2 in 2:31. And we have not had a lot of good shots on goal so far.
No, and the big thing here is not only just to win the face-off, but to get it out of the zone real quick, and we haven't been able to do either of those here much this period. Lincoln's doing a good job of falling back with both defensemen. So they realize they're up by 2 goals with 2.5 minutes. They're not going to give you breakaways and stuff at this point, or at least they shouldn't. So I'm sure they're going to play pretty precautious at this point, and we'll have to hope for something big. You just see at what point do the coaches start pulling the goaltender.
We'll see what happens. Honestly, Williams has had a great game.
He's had a good game.
The shots on goal do not reflect the game so far. So
no, I mean he's kept them in this game.
Yeah.
The shots that have gone in have been tough shots. I mean, not a whole lot you can do at times. Power play goals, things like that. So yeah, no fault by Williams at all. He's kept them in it.
He's been on his game tonight. So Froloff looks like he's going to take drop on this one. 2:31 left in the game. Omaha down by 2. Omaha territory. Puck deflected behind the Omaha net. Over to the far side. Picked up by Cutler. Cutler sails one across over. Picked up, though, in neutral territory by Lincoln. So it's back in Omaha territory. Picked up by Stonebreaker. Takes it to the far side. Omaha clears it. Deflected by Lincoln. Back to the Omaha corner behind the net. Picked up by Froloff. Froloff taking it back over. He's going to clear it. Trying to get one back to the far side to Crinklaw. Back into Lincoln territory. Takes a shot. Deflected by Lincoln. Sends one high. Preble grabs it.
Nope.
Takes it in Omaha territory. Dances with that one. Back over to the far side. Over the red line. Sends it back into Lincoln territory.
Careful there.
Just almost offsides. The referee needs to get out of the way on that one. Back into Omaha territory. 1:33. Over in the Lincoln territory.
It's an icing. Now, Preble took a big hit there on the boards, and it was a legal hit, and he kind of swiped at his guy. one thing to swipe, but you swipe toward the head. Sometimes these refs, we've seen it before, guys getting kicked out of a game. I think we had, I might have actually been troubled actually called for fighting for that exact same move. Just kind of a little swipe, and it was nothing.
Yeah.
And I don't remember where we were at, but boy, they called. I
think it was Sioux City.
Was it Sioux City?
Yeah.
I think it was Sioux City.
It wasn't much. It was like a pat on the head almost, and he got called for it.
5-minute fighting is what they gave him. It's like in a game, lost a game out of it too. So yeah, it's.
Puck on the near side. Deflected. I think Simard got a hold of that one as it goes over the far. Cleared. Sidork trying to push that one. Picked up. Morgan takes it back into Sioux City. I just talked about it.
Yeah, there you go.
Then Lincoln territory. Lincoln clears it. Stars trying to hold on to it. Gets it in their own territory. Sends it back over.
1 minute.
Bruce trying to get it. 1 minute left in the game. Comes in. Sidork takes a shot. Right in the stomach of the goaltender.
Yeah. 52 seconds. You're not really putting up much of a fight here. As I said, we're still shooting from the blue line. Nobody really toward the net, even if they give up. And he's really not giving up a good heavy rebounds. Like I said, goaltender's done a good job of containing them. So.
Busher, Sidorek, Bianchetti, Bruce. Morgan and Samardin. Morgan takes a shot, deflected to the far side. Trying to get a hold of it as it goes into Omaha territory, and just hits the corner of the net. Icing called with 38 seconds left in the game as we go back over into Lincoln territory.
A lot of guys out there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still missing one. Need one more out there. One more, guys. One more. There you go. 6 men on the ice, no goaltender.
Puck to the far side. Cutler trying to get hold of it. 35 seconds left. Sends it back into the near side. Krinklaw gets hold of it. In front of the net. Goaltender. Nope. Still deflected. Far side. Morgan trying to get hold of it on the far side. Omaha still can't quite get the control as Lincoln trying to clear it. Deflected. Goes over to the near side. 17 seconds left.
That's out of play.
And the puck has left the playing surface.
Well, 16 seconds. There's not enough time in the clock to come back on this one, but
hopefully enough to get one more on the.
Yeah, I'll finish strong.
Yeah,
so you still got 2 more games against this team, so.
Hopefully one more as Cutler taking the drop. Deflected over the far side. Lincoln coming out of the zone. 12 seconds left. Omaha with an open net picked up by Simard in the far side of Omaha. Simard coming over to the near side, trying to get the clear.
Oh, that's not
Lincoln coming up, getting some help with Froloff with the back check, and that's the end of the game.
Well, Omaha took the early lead on a shot off the face mask, but ends up falling 3-1. Definitely got outplayed, so they got some work to do.
Hate to see it, but the boys need to capitalize a little bit more.
Yeah, we played a little better than we did against Fremont, so that's a good thing. You're starting to step up a little more. You're only a couple days of practice in.
Yep.
So there we go.
All right, so we'll have a little bit of time before the varsity game. But
Yep, no warm up, and we'll have Okoboji this weekend.
Yep.
First time seeing them. First time back in the league for several years. They've struggled heartily, is a nice way to put it, I think. So that's a good opportunity for this team to finally get some confidence and start putting some goals up on. You hate to see it against a team like Okoboji that's given up like 130 goals already this year or something like that. I know only scored like 9 or something like that. Yeah, they're not good. So don't look for a lot of really goods. JV, I think they're a little bit better, but not that much.
Oh, hopefully. So we'll
see.
We'll see everybody Saturday on the JV side, but about 20 minutes or so, we'll see everybody for the varsity.
Yeah, give us 20, 25 minutes, something like that. We'll be back shortly.
Have a good one.